camera. Oh, this camera. Hey Nats, can you hear me? I'm trying to get the camera angle right. Give me 1 second. You can hear me? Yep, that's great. Give me 1 second. Let me get everything right. Is the lighting good? I had prepped my hand and then I wasn't paying attention and my tip fell off. So let me try to get that back on there. Because I don't want to have to take too long trying to get that done. Is the lighting good? Can you see well? I tried to turn the camera another way, but I'm still seeing it in that long waveform, so I don't know. Can I turn the light up? Yeah, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, let me get this glued on here, and I'll turn the lights up. Look like I'm gonna have to play with that for a second. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Okay, is that lighting good now? Turn this up. Let's see. The camera isn't straight. Yeah, the camera is at an angle, so I can get the hand in the camera more than I can get myself in the camera. So it's at a diagonal, if that makes sense. Let me see something right quick. Okay. So I wanted to, you remember when I showed this Moravan kit? I have not yet opened this kit. So today I wanted to try it out on my practice hand and see what the hey Crystal, hey Sugar. I wanted to try that kit out and see how it does, because I've not heard good things about the kit. I keep hearing mixed reviews about the acrylic in the kit. The poly gel I've heard great things about, but the acrylic in the kit I've not heard so many great things. What's going on with my gel? Am I out? It doesn't look like it's out. Didn't I just squeeze that into the on the nail? Look like I'm out. And I glued it onto my penny. So let's get another KDS. I'm sorry guys, I meant to have this all together before I even started the live. But of course, things never work out. the way you plan. No matter how good you try to plan it, no matter what you do in planning it. Yeah, where's my glue? Oh, here. I have a, what is that called? Carousel on my desk. And trying to find stuff when I stick it down in something. Oh my God, it's the worst. I like the carousel, but I don't think it like me all the time. Alright. There we go. So let's see if we can get this tip glued back on here. It's probably going to be crooked because I should have had the hand facing me. So this hand is the hand that Biscuit have and showed us, and we all went over and made the purchase. So this is the other practice hand I have, silicone practice hand I have. It's not the same hand that I did the nail matrix video on. That was the nail nobility. I can't remember the name of this practice hand. But yeah, it was a good deal on Amazon. I think it's still in my Amazon cart, but I don't think they have this hand right now, or it's not at the same price that I got it when I first purchased the hand. So okay, so we'll sit that there, and I have to prop this hand up. We'll see. Let's just put it right here for now, because the nail's too long. Alright, let's get into the kit. That's what we're here for. I want to see what's in the kit. I want to put my little penny. It's called, oh yeah, that's what it's called. Thanks, Sugar. I appreciate it. That's the name of that hand. So yeah, that hand, I love that hand too. It's a little bit dusty right now because I've had a lot going on my workstation. I've been trying to prep my hands just for these impromptu lives. I don't know why that's not doing what I want it to do. Let's see if I turn it over, maybe. Me and this penny having us a time too. Alright, so we'll leave that penny there to let it dry with my glue. That way I don't have to lay it down on the desk. So this Moravan acrylic powder. Hey Sandra, I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Hey Sandra, how are you? I just got finished watching your video. Okay, so this Moravan acrylic powder and monomer liquid set is S37, and it has all of their web information, social media information, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and they email on the box. And it also has the ingredients, the allergens, and all that good stuff. So while I'm thinking about the allergens, let me put some gloves on because I don't know nothing about this kit. And I don't want to cause myself any allergies with this product. So let's put the gloves on here. And let's see how many acrylics in here. I think it's 3. I think I unboxed it, but I can't remember this kit particularly. So this kit came with 3 acrylic brushes, which we will use one of the brushes to see how the brush work. You love these impromptu lives. Thank you, Crystal. I just said I'm gonna go for it. I mean, whoever joins, and I'll be glad to have them. But I always save the live so somebody can go back and look if they want to. But hey, why not? So that's a number 10. This brush was a number 10, and that's the one we probably will use. Then you have a number 12. And then you have a number 6. So we're going to see how those brushes work. And we're going to go with the number 10. We'll put the other 2 brushes to the side. But it's neat that it comes with 3 acrylic brushes. I mean, and that's all the sizes you need to start out doing acrylic. So that's great. So it comes with this little buffer here. So we'll use that as well. I think that must be the monomer. So it comes with the monomer acrylic nail liquid. It's a 120 milliliter ounce. And let's see, this one is a EMA. And I'm looking at the ingredients. That's how I can tell it's an EMA. I mean, it's an EMA. It has the ethylene, the methacrylate, and the acetate. Okay, so all right, so we'll take it out the box here, and I can smell it already. It's super loud. So let's get my mask so I don't get sick. I got my all of my humidifier, my humidifier, and my ventilators going. Let's turn the one on the top on. And that one suck the that smell. It'll get that smell out of the room. Hey Nikki, you can't say I understand. You can rewatch later. I'll save it. Thank you for joining. It's horrible that monomer in that kit mine spill. Yes, mine has been sealed, and I've actually had this kit for I guess about. When was my giveaway? Whenever my giveaway was, is how long I've had this kit. And it is still intact. So I was glad that I didn't have those issues. I hate when monomer spilled on a kit. Let's get this open here. I was looking for my little mini damping dish. I know I purchased one and now I can't find it. I tell you, I purchased so much stuff. I put it somewhere and then it's gone. I can't remember where I put it, where it's located. It'll pop up though. It's in here somewhere, I'm sure. But I got plenty of damping dish, so I'll find one to work with today. Alright, I'm not going to play around with that plastic. It want to stay on the bottle so it can stay. Alright, so we also got these nail forms, which I'm not going to use them today, but I do like these for gel and poly gel. It helps to cure the product faster because they're clear. Came with some tips, which I already got the tips on the practice hand, so we won't be using those. Oh, and it come with a damping dish, so we'll use that. Okay? So it came with these. Put that up there. It came with, oh, I like that. I got a place to put stuff. Okay. So it came with these square tips, which looks like maybe a squoval. Let me see if they actual square. But they are no C-curve tip. I can tell that much. They flat. So if you like those no C-curve tips and square, then you'll like these tips. So it came with that. And it looked like it came with 2 packs. One looked clear and the other one looked natural. Okay. Alright. So then it came with 1, 2, 3 acrylics, which we're going to get into. It came with its own glue, which I'll put that to the side. And it came with a file, which will, I don't know if I'm going to use this file. So it's too tiny. So I'm probably not going to do the filing process on live anyway. So, alright, so it comes with this extra strength primer, which I'll keep and use on myself before I try it on my clients. But yeah, I don't use the primer on the practice hand. That's a waste of product. So it comes with acrylic powder, monomer liquid set user manual. So in the manual, it just tells you how to use the product. Pretty basic if you're an acrylic person. And then it tells you all the different monomers they have and all the different powders they carry in sizes. Then the warm tip, and then our guarantee. So it says, please make sure your nails are prepared well for a completely dry and oil-free nail surface. Da-da-da, try more times, da-da-da, the air drying, da-da-da. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so you have that. Hey, Jamie. How are you, sweetheart? Hope your day is doing and going well. Okay, so we'll put those things to the side, the things we're not going to use. So let me grab some swatch sticks, ladies. Hold on 1 second. Junk drawer there. Okay. And we got 3 powders, so we'll swatch 3 of the powders and see what they swatch like. And we'll use this acrylic brush that was in the kit and see how long I'll use it before it makes me mad. So hopefully it's good. Okay. Alright, so this color here, let's see, is A327. And it looked like a nude color, but we're going to swatch it and see. So let's get into this monomer. Look like it have one of those. Let's see. Alright, so it's got a top like that. So let's go ahead and pour the monomer. Oh no, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I have a silicone mat underneath there. I'm not trying to ruin my desk. Ugh, this stuff stinks. Ugh. Gee, it's loud. That's not something, that won't be a go-to for me. That'll be a, if I can stand it to practice with it, I'll practice with it. Hey, Lena, how are you, sweetheart? Okay, so we're gonna test out this acrylic with their own powders. And because I've had this set sitting for a minute, let's shake up the powder. And we're gonna use their number 10 brush to swatch. Yeah, my fingers sore. My nails, I cut them down too far. I think I did anyway. And now they're a little sore. Okay. So that's a pretty, look like a pretty nude color there. Nasty swatching. 25 down, 23 to go. Okay, so let's swatch and see what these look like swatched. So let's see if I can get the liquid to powder ratio. good on the swatch stick. So let's see how long it takes to set up on the swatch stick. Alright, so it looks like I need a little bit more of their monomer in the brush. Okay, so let's do this here. Let's clean the brush. Let's get the air out the brush. And let's take it and take only a quarter of it out of the brush. Okay, so that's pretty good there. So let's see what that does. Kind of stiff, chalky like the powder. Let's take only a tip. Let's wipe it at the tip and let's just dab it 3 times and see if we can get it to do. So this is my honest opinion about this product. I'm doing it online with you guys for the first time. I have not tried the product. As you see, everything was new. I'm opening up the box for the first time. And we're working with it so you can see for yourself. I just like, you know what, let me do something with this kit so I can get it out of my way. And then I can move on to other stuff. Because I have other powders I need to swatch. Lamfo and Kiara Sky. So I need to get this stuff swatched and put away. So I said, well, why not do it online with you ladies? And we can see it together. So, yeah, no, I don't like this kit too much already with this acrylic and this monomer. The monomer too loud, the acrylic too chalky. And yeah, I don't like it. But I'm gonna try to clean this swatch up the best way I can. Because I don't like an ugly swatch stick. And the brush is not any good either. It's not. The product is staying in the brush. No matter how much I try to clean it. So the brush is not 100% Kolinsky. It's got some synthetic hairs. Probably a synthetic brush altogether. But it's okay. We're going to make it work. I'm going to keep trying until I get it the way I want. Alright. So as you can see there where it have the lines of demarcation. Yes, Jamie, it sucks. I'm sorry to say, but it does. But the color is pretty. Maybe if it worked different with another monomer, maybe the powder would do better, but I'm not sure. I ain't gonna say that. So that was that color A327. Okay, so the next color here is A028, and I like this. I got this kit because my favorite color is blue. So let's shake it up, just in case I didn't shake it up good enough. Let me tell y'all something. I'm one of them people that when I buy something, I don't like to take it back. So I'm that kind of girl. I don't take anything back. I just keep it, right? Your lighter just exploded. What are you doing with a lighter? You better get away from I hope you ain't got no monomer around that lighter. Yeah, I'm going to try to mix it a little bit, Jamie. Because I think that could be it. So blue my favorite color. But I'm that girl who I won't take nothing back. I'll try to make it work. I don't send things back. I don't take anything back. And it's not just in nail products. It's clothes too. So yeah, I'm that girl. But it just depends. Like my husband, now if it's something really, really serious and it's like I paid good money for it, oh, he's sending it back. I don't have to send it back. He's sending it back. But like if it's something I didn't pay that much money for and I knew I was buying what I was getting wasn't good, the price wasn't good anyway, then I'm probably not gonna send it back. I have probably in the south, but I'm sorry, the acrylic isn't great. Yeah, the acrylic isn't great. Can't you can't make that up. So no matter what, you can't make that up. I heard that the polygel is absolutely great, but they need to go back to the table with their acrylics. Okay, so I did mix it up, as me and Jamie thought that we should do, just so we can see. So you see it's done set on the brush. Now my favorite color is moving pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe it's because it's my favorite color. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get in the camera view. I'm lazy. My arm's lazy. It don't want to cooperate. It want to stay where it want to stay, not in the camera. It depends on what it is, then I'll decide if I want to call or send it back. Yeah, I agree that. Good to know, so I don't buy this brand. I know that's right, Sandra. I'm helping you. But I don't think I paid that much for this brand, so I'm not mad about it. I think I'll try to swatch the acrylics with the Young Nails monomer just to see if it's the monomer and the powder together. Maybe it'll perform better with a different monomer, because I really do like this blue. It's kind of, I'm trying to learn the ratio for one thing with the mix. But it's their liquid monomer and it's their powder. And it's their brush, which this brush really sucks. It ain't even good for swatching. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it ain't not gonna be my go-to brush. I will not be running to this brush, especially when I have a client. And then this blue, I like it, but it's marbling. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but the blue marbles. So, and we did mix it up. Y'all saw I took the cuticle pusher and mixed it up. So yeah, it's kind of like the acrylics are chalky. They're not buttery. They don't have a good flow to it, if that makes sense. A lot of these type kits like this are horrible most of the time, but there are some few that are good. Yeah, there are some few that are good. Just not this one. And I hate to say it, but I'm sorry. For those of you that work for Marvin or you work with their products, the acrylic just not good. I mean, there's no two ways around it. You see that for yourself. So, I would love for them to try changing their formula, and I would love to try it again. But, yeah, no. I would be very apprehensive to purchase any of their powders. Which is crazy because I do have one of their clear powders. And their clear powders don't act like the color powder. So that's weird. I just thought about it. I do have a Moravan powder, but I don't have a Moravan monomer. But I have it in clear. So, I don't know. Weird. But sometimes clear can act way better than the color powders anyway. So that, and it kind of look chalky. You can kind of look at it. So, yeah. That was A0218. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can do anything with a practice hand, but I'm going to try. Well, I guess it's going to give me a hard time. I might need to go up a size on the brush. Yeah. Let's shake this one up. Oh. Shake this one up. And it's a pretty teal green color. So, yeah. The colors are very beautiful. That's why I chose the kit, because I love the colors. But this one kind of look more, I don't know. This one may perform better. I'm going to say it might. Let's see what it does. So now I got too much liquid in my brush. So let's try a different ratio. Let's go half, take half of the monomer out of the brush. Yeah, not bad. Not bad with this color. I kind of, yeah, I like this color. Well, I do like it because I chose it, right? So I guess if I just keep playing with it and trying to find the right consistency, I can work with it. But, I mean, do I recommend it? No. Is it great for beginners? No. There are better brands out there for a beginner that cost just as much and perform better. I don't think that a beginner will like the consistency of this product and trying to work with it. I don't want them to get discouraged, if that makes sense. And I think that they will get discouraged if they work with this being their first time. Until you learn your liquid to powder ratio mix, it's hard to get products and know if they're good quality or not good quality, because you don't know if it's something you're doing or it's something going on with the product. So that is so important to learn and play with. When, yes, I like that color. And this one applied very well. I like it very much. It's a beautiful color, for one thing. And then it applied very well. But, yeah, knowing your liquid to powder ratio, and for those of you that's been working in acrylic for a while, you know what I'm talking about. That's the best indicator and determined maker for you to make a good judgment about a product, as if you know your liquid to powder ratio. Yes, I love that color. That color is everything. Okay, so that color works very well. It performed very good. So now that we have all three colors, let's put them on a practice hand. Okay. So I got my little practice hand ready here. And she a little dusty, so let's get some of this dust off of her. So let's I'm gonna put her up on the box because my little gooseneck thing is getting on my nerves. Alright, so let's put the monomer over here. Let's bring the colors down here. Can y'all see pretty good the hand? Yeah, it did apply better, Lena. It did. The last one performed way better than the first two. So, of course, I'm going to probably go for that one. Faster than I'm going to reach for the other two. But we're going to try. We're going to work with all three of them. Ugh, this stuff stinks so bad. Okay. Alright. That stuff smells like it'll burn you, like it'll burn something up. So let's go ahead and do the nude base, and we'll do it on the middle finger. Oh, that came off of that monomer. I was like, what is this? Oh no. Put that over there. I'm messing up my table. Alright, so let's play with this one. And for those of you that here and gotta go, I understand. I know what it's like to work. I've done that for years and be on somebody else's clock. But I appreciate that you came and popped in just to say hi. It does my heart good, and I thank you so much. Okay. So let's see here. Now, the only reason why I'm practicing with, well, it don't matter if I lose some or not. I don't really like powder anyway. So, the reason why I like doing this and practicing is because I'm trying to practice my acrylic more, process a little bit more, because I kind of want to think about going in a shop soon, just for the, for, what am I trying to say? I want to learn the business for more experience, for the experience. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that I need the experience in dealing with people, but, you know, the experience in working with product and moving faster and yada, yada, yada. I can see the hand fine good. So, this one I told you it leaves a line of demarcation, so I'm going to have to work fast with this product because, of course, you're going to need to know how to file good in order to not make it look so crazy. So I'm grabbing the finger, this finger that I'm working with, and I'm going to bring it up to me somewhat. But I want to keep the finger down a little bit so I can get the product to flow down. And this product, it sets fast. So this monomer is not a slow set monomer. You better know, and I'm one of them that I'm still learning how to deal with a fast set monomer. So yeah, it sets up pretty fast. And I'm trying to clean the brush because if you see the brush here, it's got product in the, it's got product in the brush. If you see it right here, And I'm trying to get that product out of the brush. So, yeah. So I'm just trying to practice more and more with my acrylic process. So if I decide to go in a shop, I can service the clients faster and better. The more you know, the better you are. And the more clients you can get in your seat. I like working from home. I'm a at-home licensed nail tech, but my location does not appease me. Where I live, and most of my clientele, they live about 30 minutes away from me. So, while it's convenient for me, it's not convenient for them. Does that make sense? But they still continue to come because I take care of them. But still, I want to try to meet them halfway. That way I can acquire more clientele and continue to do what I love, and that's nails. Alright. So that part right there, but I don't want to build it up too much, worrying about building it up with the powder. So we'll just leave it alone, and we can always fix it with filing, and you can always smooth it out by wetting the brush and what they call it, waking up the monomer a little bit, waking it up. Okay, so let's we're getting closer and closer to that cuticle area. So let's get a smaller bead and let's work that product so we don't flood the cuticle, but we can blend it in. Alright. Now I want to pull as much of the liquid out of my brush so I can get the smallest bead I can find. And this stuff, when it grab hold, it's weird. It just, you could tell you don't have enough monomer for the bead because it don't set on the brush. It don't set up properly. So let's do the best we can here. So I guess, getting practice and working with the worst product to the best product is good for me, because what I want and what I'm trying to do, I want to make sure that if I'm working with a bad product, that I can actually at least make it perform good for my client's hand. I don't know about this one though, child. I don't know. It's like working with trying to perform a miracle right here. See that? That's harsh. Let's go here and let's try to work that down with the body of the brush. This is some awful acrylic. But I'm gonna, if I don't do it on here, I am going to file it, and I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to let y'all see what it looks like when you got a good filing and buffing technique to work with. Lady, you see this? This stuff is horrible. It make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. You don't want to get the monomer and the liquid and the powder on the skin. So when you see that happening, try to get that off as quick as possible. Let's just try to see if we can clear out some of these lines of demarcation and blend this powder in just a little bit more and try to still keep the shape. But this is some horrible, horrible nude powder. I can't wait to crack open my Kiara Sky nudes and check those out, because this one right here gonna make me run over there. Okay, so we're gonna stop playing with that there and leave that as it is. I'm just wasting powder, but it's okay. It's practice powder. Oh no is right. This how Savage work for you, Lena? More bad powder. Okay, so we're gonna put that chalky, I guess supposed to have been a nude powder. We're gonna put that to the side. And let's go with the blue. I was going to try to do an ombre, but I might just instead do a marble on this nail, or just mix two colors in together. Because yeah, that one will not ombre well. Not gonna work. It's too harsh. Okay, and if somebody else know better than me, please do video so I can see it. And tag me so I make sure I see it. Okay, so let's y'all still can see me good playing with this practice hand? Yes, okay, thanks, Sandra. So, this one not too bad. It's not doing too bad, but they all still setting fast. So let's this set I'm just gonna try to blend the colors together, this blue and this teal, and see what it does, and then I'll probably marble on the corner if it blends together well. But I'm trying to use the products from the kit to do, you know, I'm trying to give it its fair shot for somebody who might have this kit or is even looking at getting the kit. If I used my own brush, then you won't know that this brush isn't all that great of quality, right? See, these don't want to ombre well with each other. It don't matter how much monomer I'm sticking on this brush to blend it. It just, they too chalky. See how that, let's see if I can try to make it, fix it best I can to make it not look so harsh. How that look? You think we fixed it as best we can? How that look, guys? That look okay? I don't know. I wish that the nude color would. Okay, it's a practice hand. Let's try and see. Let's see. I wish the nude color would perform better. But let's try it in smaller portions and see. They just so hard to ombre together. Yeah, that one is harsh. There's no two ways about that. It's a harsh color to deal with. It just take over the other colors. Yeah, I know, Lena. It's not working with me. That's the truth. I'm working it. I'm doing the best I know how with it. But it don't want to work with me. See, it's just so harsh. And it sets fast. I mean, if you don't like a fast setting powder, and I'm not a person who works well with fast setting powders, then yeah, no, this is not the kit for you. Because it just set extremely too fast. But I thank you both, all of y'all. It's 4 people in the chat. I thank y'all for being here with me, giving me little pointers and helping me when I'm trying to figure out if, hey, what can we do now? So I appreciate it. I want the blue to come through more, so I'm going to have to put more blue on here again, because that nude color is just extremely harsh. And I don't want to I don't want to work with me. nothing that fouling and buffing can't clean up, so we'll clean that up with that and a little encapsulation. That'll make me go and find my Morvan clear. It might be the one that is in my little container that I'm about done with. Okay. Alright, so we're going to try to marble the blue and that teal on the pointer fingers. It's so harsh, I don't have no faith that it's going to work for me. But we're going to try it anyway, right? Yeah, there's just no faith in it. So I'm going to put that away to a practice area. So I make sure I'm not using these colors on anyone but these practice hands. And I probably will try it with a different powder just to see if, a different monomer liquid, just to see if it's the monomer and powder together or is it just a powder. But you would think that it'll work well together, being the fact that it's the monomer liquid to the brand and the powder to the brand, right? When you're doing marbling can be done any way you choose to do it, right? So what you want to do with marbling is you want to put the product down. And you don't want to do too much messing with it. You just want to put it down, let it blend together, bring itself together, and do it in small areas and sections. Like this marbling that I'm doing, I'm just bringing it down into different areas that I want the colors to do. And I'm not going to mess with it so much. So all I'm going to do is try to make sure it's not flowing over the edges of the nail and keeping the shape of the nail and giving it coverage, right? Because remember, you're going to have to do your end cap. You're going to have to shape and file and buff. You're going to clean up your shape with your file and buff the nail. So you want to just put the product down, lay it down. Lay it down and let it do what it do. If you mess with it too much, then you overthink your marbling, then you just mess it up. And if you wanted to add another third color in this marbling, you could. That tan color wasn't so harsh and getting in my way. I would have added it in here and it would look more camo, but it's just too harsh to deal with, and I'm tired of fighting with it. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Lena. See my sisters in the chat moving and moving and yapping and yapping. I keep getting a zzz, zzz. Sorry, ladies. Okay. So we're gonna cap that. Let's just put a little bit more product right here to make sure we give it a full cover blend, and just make sure I don't have any product on the cuticle area. Okay, so now that we tried to make that look halfway decent, these lines of demarcation, oh, they killing me. But I think it turned out pretty. I want to make sure I got enough coverage on the nail, because you kind of can almost see through the product. Okay. Alright, so we'll let these sit up and dry. And then we going to, oh, thanks, Lena. I appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I mean, I appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to use this beautiful teal color to do this beautiful pinky here. And I think maybe my lines of demarcation is because I didn't blend my tip really well. I guess I thought I had finished prepping this hand, but I didn't probably finish prepping this hand. But it's still, the powder is harsh, so some of it is me and some of it is the powder. But we can always fix that. So it's always good to make sure the tip is blended well to the natural nail, so you can have a flawless look. And the pinky always gives me trouble, even on an actual human hand, because the pinky is the smallest finger to work with. Here. Thanks, Lena. I appreciate it. You always got my back, guys. You are amazing. And you rock. Okay. So we got some powder in. I got some monomer drop in the powder, so I'm just going to take this spoon and get that out. And I just put that over here. So let's mix it. Let's move this around. I should already have did that, but let's hit that here. And that's why I should practice, and I will, my liquid to powder ratio with each powder, just so you'll know what your consistency should be when you're messing with the powder. That's why I like when I watch Biscuit and she swatch on the paper towel. That's a way to help her figure out her liquid to powder ratio, before even messing with the product and application. Yeah. So I should start doing that way. Oh, this one gonna run. Let's make sure it's going down. It's gonna run, let it run down. Okay. I love this color though. This color is so beautiful. Oh, thanks, Jamie. I know you said you was, one of y'all said y'all was working from home. So you see this part over here? I need to get that. So I'm just going to take a small acrylic, some acrylic on the bead, and I'm just going to work that acrylic around there to get that coverage. And that's because I chose to try these tips, and the tips didn't. So there's a lot of things you can learn from not do what I did. Make sure your tips are fitting sidewall to sidewall on the actual nail, even on your practice hand. And make sure you blend your tip well, even on your practice hand. So there are a lot of mistakes that I made with this application that I could have done better. And yeah, so you got to follow the steps. It ain't that I don't know the steps, it's just sometimes I get moving too fast and don't normally follow the steps like I should. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of this color here, so I can maybe blend that line of demarcation just a little bit better. Alright, and then we're going to let these drama grab this clear acrylic and cap them. And then I'm going to let you ladies go, and I will post it on my Instagram timeline so y'all can see the final look of this set. Yep, the colors is beautiful. I mean, very beautiful the colors are, but this kit is not the best. And these are the colors swatched on the swatch stick here. And let me, hold on a second. Let me grab the clear, guys. I'll be right back. And I'm going to put those color swatches up here on the box to make sure y'all can see them. Give me 1 second. Let me grab the clear. I think I had it, and I think it's this. So, I should have labeled the bottle, of course. I mean, this thing, while I'm still using that clear, but for me, clear is clear. Let's throw this inside this box here. Now let's get a clean paper towel, and let's get some clean monomer. Let me get this back out and soak up this monomer in this damping dish. Let's soak that dirty monomer up with this old paper towel so we can get some clean monomer for the clear. Okay, alright. So let's throw that in the box here. Alright. And we'll get a little bit of more of this loud smelling monomer for the clear. And anytime you're working with clear, and I don't always do it, but it reminded me to do it today because the stuff is so harsh. You want to make sure when you're working with, if you're working with color powders, before you start the cap, you want to make sure you get clean monomer to do your cap so your color payout will come out well. Okay? So, we're going to go ahead and cap these ladies. And I'm not reviewing this product for Marvin. I'm just reviewing this product for my viewers. So, of course, I don't recommend it for a beginner because it's too fast setting. But if you want something to practice with and try to see how you can get the formula to work well, yeah, get it. It's not that bad of a price. When I go off live, I'll leave it linked down at if they still have it on Amazon. Because as I told y'all, I purchased this a minute ago. A very good minute ago. And I do believe this is the Marvin Clear. See how fast it's set? So I do believe it's this one. But I think it's more of the fast setting EMA monomer more than it is the product. I think it's the monomer that's making everything set fast. So no, I would not recommend the monomer for a beginner. The powders, I like the colors. So I probably would buy powders. But once I try it with another brand of monomer, whether it be Mia Secret or Young Nails or who else I have over there? Legacy, or the Nail Matrix monomer. Who else I have over there? Or the Nail Supply Glamour monomer, and see how it performs. Then I don't know if I want to buy more of their acrylic powders because I really do like this teal and blue. It is absolutely stunning. So the colors is a yes for me. The brush, not so much of a yes, but it's good for practice. As you see, you just have to keep wiping out your brush. You have to keep wiping it, so you might have to go through a few paper towels. But yeah, but I wouldn't use it on myself, nor would I use it on a client. I will only use their brush for practice, because the brush, it'll make you mad. It'll give you a hard time and make you think that your application is not to the place where you want it to be. So I'm looking at the nail. I'm building up the strength on my practice hand, and even though this is a practice hand, now if it was my good product, y'all, I would not be sitting here trying to build up the nail. I would just be doing a cover. But because this is not my good product, this is my practice product, I'm doing everything I do when I'm dealing with a client. Because I'm looking at the hand, I'm making sure I give it good structure, good strength. It's a stiletto nail, so the tip, I want to make sure the tip is thin, but I want to make sure I have my apex nice to give the hand its strength. So when I go to file and buff, when you're filing and buffing, you are gonna take some product down So you want to make sure, and I'm letting you guys look with me, looking down the barrel of the tip to make sure everything is nice and blended evenly. The nail is built up. Yeah, it looked like an ocean. Yeah, so you want to make sure you have all of that goodness how you want it. And because I can see this line of demarcation, I'm just going to take a little bit of that monomer out of my brush by putting it on, dapping it on my paper towel and coming around this cuticle area to blend it in to the cuticle area, and then blend it into that line of demarcation there. Alright, so now that I have that built up how I want it, let's move on to this middle finger here. And let's cap that one. Now, if you didn't want to cap it, if you wanted to build it up with the color, because it's that nude color and it's so pigmented, you could build it up with the color and not worry about capping it. So it's not necessary to cap your cover powders. You can build up the nail with the cover powder. It's totally up to you and your inventory and your pockets. But I just like to cap everything so I can give it a good buff and file. And just in case I end up digging too much into the product, I can and this brush is already crimped, so you want to make sure when you're using the brush, you and cleaning the brush, you're going at the angle of the brush so to keep the shape of the brush, if that makes sense. So when I'm cleaning my brush, I'm just going up and down on my paper towel at the angle of where the crimp is at to keep the shape of my brush. And I'm trying to blend that part out where it had all those lumps and bumps in the application. So I'm just trying to smooth all that out with the clear. So that is what I'm doing with this nail. If you was wondering and saying, why is she putting all that clear on that nail? I'm just trying to smooth out those lumps and bumps that I see on the nail. Because, like I said, you can always fix your application. You know, you lay the product down, but you can fix the application. Is the application not done until you're done? If that makes sense. You got time to fix it and work with it as long as you're working with it. So it's not done until you're actually done. And you are done with your hand, or you're done with your client, or you're done with your sister, or you're done with your aunt, and they walk out the seat. That's when you're done. Now, that's when they're looking at the application. Other than that, don't be so hard on yourself. We not perfect. We just learners. We all here learning together. We learn how to make it work for us. And if we're happy with it, that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? Because I tell you, the world can make you feel like everything is always a competition and one got to be better than the next. But it's not true. You're your best self all the time. And I have to keep telling myself that, because there's so much competition out here in nails where I live, and just trying to convince the client to come see you is always a challenge. Because so much talent out here. And it's not competition, not gonna say that. There's so much talent out here. And everybody is so talented. And yeah. So that's why I practice. So I can get and perform better. Get my application to its best place that I want it to be at. And that if I do get a client in my seat that love what I do and want me to continue doing their nails, that nobody can't convince them to, what is this? To come to their, take them away from me, that's what I'm trying to say. What was that? It's like my hand touched it. Something. Okay. Alright. Looks great. Thank you. So, let's see that one. And I still see a little bit of lump and bump in there. So I'm just going to drop a piece of acrylic. Oh, great. Can't even group me. I'm just going to drop a piece of acrylic here in the center. And I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. And then I'm going to work around it. Just to fill in that space. Where I'm seeing that hump. Okay. Perfect. Alright. So, let's cap the other two, and then I'm going to let you ladies go. Y'all been with me, and I done been on here. I don't even know how long I've been on here. But I'm sure I've been on here longer than I wanted to. But it's a watch me work type deal. It's just watch me work on my little practice hand Sally here. And this is the ombre nail, which I should have used the cover pink on this one. My good sister Lena reminded me about this cover pink, translucent pink. It always helps when you ombre it. It helps cover those imperfections in ombres when you're not getting a smooth effect that you want in ombre. It'll help cover that transition. So I should have used that cover pink. Y'all see I was about to go back in that powder without mono. I do it all the time. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Lena. You call yours handsy. I like that, Jamie. I didn't name any of them, so she just got a name today. Her name gonna be Sally. My good old friend Sally here. And I just grabbed the practice hands. I'm not named it. I haven't even named. Well, I think my red iguana hand, she have a name. She actually already came with a birth certificate, sort of say. Her mama, who made her and created her, already named her. Okay, so I see a little bit of area that I want to get here that is a little bit hump, or not hump, but got like a deep groove in the nail that need to be balanced out. So I'm gonna put some acrylic, clear acrylic there. going to take a little bit to the cuticle area here to make sure that's nice, smooth, and even. So when we go to file her, you know, it's not like, you know how, and I do it a lot. That's why I'm practicing my acrylic application. Is when I go to file her in acrylic, I make it seem like my client's got to come back for a fill next week. So I always got to work on that. I started getting better because I had a client that only does acrylic, and my acrylic application was getting better and better. And then COVID started back again at the first of the year. Well, it never went anywhere, but started ramping up again here in South Carolina. And so she couldn't make it because she's working all the time, covering those employees that's having to be out due to COVID. So I don't get to practice with acrylic unless I'm practicing on my hand, because most of my clients, they use gel. And gel is so much longer of a process, but they still like it. But the hand got to go in and out that light. But they still like it. So whatever the client asks for, that's what they get. Alright, so I think that looks good. We'll let that sit and dry. It's not a very happy product. Yeah, it's not, but we're going to make it look good after filing. Yeah, I ain't going to keep beating down the little product here. I'm just going to say it ain't that best of quality, but it's worth practicing. It's worth the shot to have it for practicing, and since I have it, I'll just use it for practicing. That way, when I got the best product, I'll be like, ooh, this stuff moving like butter. Now, of course, I got to practice with my good product, too. Because you train your body to do something one way, even when you got the best product, you still would be doing something as if you're working with bad product. So y'all like the word definitions that are put in my video? Those word definitions are actually word definitions from the My Lady training book that you receive when you go to cosmetology or nail technician school or esthetician school. So those word definitions are things that I've learned while I was in nail technician school that I wanted to share with my viewers to help with knowing the proper terminology for things other than what we learn on YouTube University behind one another, which I know most of my viewers watch Young Nails or follow Young Nails, and they are the best educators because they actually do have a school and they do have technicians that they train coming through the school. But it's always a good way to find a refresher or even help those that live in a state where you don't really have to go to school to acquire a license, but you just have to go to the board and take the test. So if you live in a state like that, then you have those definitions, those word definitions that'll help you when you go to take your test. So I thought I would share a little bit of that with you guys, or you ladies. So I'll keep adding it as long as y'all like it. I'll keep adding the definitions into my lives. Into my videos, to my videos. And hopefully if I stop being so impromptu, I can ask y'all a question just to see who knows the answer on my lives. And that helps you too. as well. And it's all a learning process. It's all training. It's all helping us all to be better at what we love to do, and that's nails. So yeah. Alright, ladies, how y'all like it? I'm watching, just can't always listen. You okay, Nene? I appreciate you watching. I know that you work from home, so I know it's been busy for you. So I appreciate you just being here. So how do y'all like that? Does that look pretty good? Very beautiful. Thank you, Sandra. So it's going to even look even better once I file, shape, and buff it. But I don't want to hold you ladies any longer than I already have. So I'm going to do that here off of the live. But yes, this was the Moravan acrylic powder monomer liquid set S37. For those of you that might be interested in having something just to practice with, these were the acrylic colors, and yes, the acrylic did not swatch very well at all, except for this one. This one swatched great, and I love this color. So that color, and then the blue wasn't that bad either. But that nude, that brown or whatever this is, the nude, that one was very, very harsh and hard to work with. So no, I don't recommend that one. Also, it came with this primer, extra strength primer. So I'll let you guys know how that performed when I use it on my nails, just to see if I want to keep it in inventory. It came with these tips. It came with this monomer, which the monomer is very loud, so I'm going to stick it in my box where I keep all my monomers in to keep that smell from lighting up the place. And it came with the 3 nail glues. It came with a buffer and a file. And it came with the forms. So if you're a person who like nail forms, which I love nail forms and I love to practice, so that's probably will be another live I do, practicing with nail forms, just because I don't want to lose that ability to be able to do it, because it's a service I offer. So yeah, so I will do that as well, practice with that as well. And it came with the instruction manual. So it can, and this damping dish. So it did come with a lot of nice products. And oh, wait, don't let me forget, guys. It also came with these 3 acrylic brushes. So we used the number 10 to do this set. And let's see. I'll show you if it's product in here. Let's move this stuff to the side here, right quick, and show y'all how I clean out my brushes. So I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to put it in the monomer. Then I'm going to go up and down using in the direction of the crimp. And then I'm going to take this cuticle pusher and I'm going to push the acrylic that's in the brush out of the brush. And if it's a lot of acrylic built, you can do this throughout your acrylic process. If you're having problems with your brush and the product building up in your brush, you can do that. So if you look at the brush don't have any monomer in it. So it's a great practice brush. If you keep it clean, you can use it. But you have to keep the brush clean. Okay? So it's no bad brush. You just got to know how to work with the brush, and you got to know how to keep it clean in order to be able to use it. So, yeah. So I used the number 10, and the kit came with a number 12 and a number 6, and I can use these for practice. So I will use those brushes just to practice with. I won't use them on a client because I like to use the best quality on my clients because they paying me a service. So I have some Alpha brushes and some newer brushes that performs better, and a brush I got from my nail school that I like to use when applying acrylic on my clients. They perform better than the off-brand, some of the off-brand brushes. Now I have some off-brand brushes that perform very well, and I like using them. So, but this Moravan one, no, I won't use it on my clients, but I will use it on my practice hands. So, ladies, I appreciate you all being here. I love you, I love you, I love you. Hit that like button and leave a comment once I post this to the Take It Off Live and post it public. Go ahead and drop a comment down if you're generous enough and tell me if you would or would not purchase this kit for practice. So, until then, ladies, I love you ladies very much. Share this video with your viewers so I can gain some more subscribers, even if it's from your channels. That's what we do here. We just share the love. And, yeah, until the next time, poof. The Nail Genie. She's out. You are quite welcome. You are quite welcome, Sandra.